I just wanted to jump on and record this because I was kind of running the numbers in my head, and I'd love a bit of discussion on this and what you think. Do you have a website? And have you had this situation before? But I know a lot of you are running on just referrals. And don't feel like you need a website. And I mean, we know in any industry really, referrals is the best kind of business you can have. So, I mean, if you're able to do that, that is fantastic. But I was, just thinking that nowadays, especially, it's very, very common that even if you do get a referral, we have so much information and so much ability to kind of sticky beak and spy at our fingertips, even with our phone. That I would say 90% of people, even if they've received, a glowing recommendation, if they've got the name or your name or the business name, they're putting that into Google, and they're seeing what comes up. And I think at that point, one of two things are happening. If you don't have a website, you're not there. You're not there, and they're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. They don't have a website. And then they've got all of these other, results that come up. And perhaps they're clicking through to one of them. It's quite a professional website. It's really speaking to their pain points. They're perhaps a first-time buyer or, a remortgage or refinance. There's a page specifically for that, speaking to, what they can achieve if by working with a broker, and they get distracted and they reach out to that person. Or you are there, but they click through and it's not great. It's a website maybe that you did yourself or was done a few years ago. It's looking really outdated. The fonts are all over the place. It's just, maybe one page. There's, no real information. It's not really instilling them with confidence. So then what happens? Well, maybe they still do reach out to you. After all, Aunt Susan or, their really good friend, family friend did recommend you and they gave you a glowing recommendation. So they still do reach out, but they're coming through at that point, maybe a little bit hesitant or even not hesitant. Maybe, they're still neutral, but they're not coming through in the way that they would have if they did see, oh, there it is. Oh, okay, wow. This website's looking quite professional. This speaks to me a little bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is the kind of services that they offer. These are the advantages. Yeah. Oh, no wonder they were recommended. Let's reach out. They're not coming through warm. They're coming through neutral or even a little bit, okay, well, let's see what this is all about, rather than coming through as, yeah, let's do business. I'm confident this person can help me. So, and I mean, I think we can think, have you ever done that? I definitely have. Maybe it's a hairdresser recommendation or even massage or, anything like that. Even though I've been recommended, in that same instant that I've been given the name, can look up on my phone and just have a little sticky beak. What are their reviews like? What's their website look like? Okay. And I either still go ahead with that, or maybe I think, oh, one of these other results that popped up looks quite good, and I get distracted. So I think even if you're not planning on using your website for digital marketing, I think today it is really important to have that digital presence. At least I call it a digital presence website, where, we're not intending to do any digital marketing with it yet or ever perhaps, but it's just to stop those kinds of leads falling through the cracks. So, just imagine that maybe it's only one of every 5 or one of every 10 that perhaps don't reach out as quickly as they would have because they haven't found you online, or what they've found wasn't really that impressive. But even if it is just one deal, perhaps, that you could have lost from that, I think you would be surprised to know that the value of that one deal, if it is only one that was lost, could have been invested into a really simple but modern professional website. It doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be a long process. You don't even really need to be too involved in the process if you don't want to, because I know you're really busy. we've done plenty of these what I call digital presence websites. We've done plenty of them. We've done more extensive websites as well, but we've done plenty of digital presence websites just to help people, as painlessly as possible. And for, I think you'd be surprised on the investment in a really, like I said, modern but simple website, and then the return on investment as well. So we've done plenty of them. So let me know if you want to see any examples, what that looks like, maybe talk about, how that process works. But we can have something like that for you up and running within, 3 or 4 weeks for a minimal investment. But what I do want to know is how are you running your business? Do you have a website? Have you found that leads do come through the website? Maybe leads aren't coming through the website, but you've had a couple of people say, oh, I had a look at your website before we met. Or do you not have a website and maybe you don't resonate with what I'm saying? No, not necessary. I don't think I'll ever need one. Be really interested to hear how you're running your business in terms of website and digital marketing down in the comments.